Hello and welcome to another set of readings from Lotus Love Tarot 555. And I'll never begin readings without telling you how much I love and appreciate all of the support that you have given to not only this channel, but our Instagram account. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the beautiful comments that you leave. Just thank you for being an inspiration to me so I can continue to do what I'm doing for you. All right, now if you have watched our readings before, you know you can go ahead and fast forward through this part. But for those who may be new, first of all, hello. And I just want to give you just a little bit of instructions about how this reading will go. Now, first of all, you will be able to apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign for some. Remember that the messages may flip-flop, so if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Also remember that there's no time limit on these readings. It could have happened 3 months ago, it could happen today, or could happen in the near future. Oh, and hello to our cross watchers out there. Now, remember to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555, and also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go ahead and remember to give us that thumbs up if this reading relates to you. And if it doesn't relate to you and you feel as though it could be helpful to someone else, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up. All right, remember that private readings are available and you can get information pertaining to that below. All right, now on to your reading. Hello, my Taurus. Let's get right into your reading. And your reading from May dealt with you dealing with, you were dealing with a codependent person that you needed to free yourself from. So let's just see where everything is for June coming up, okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June? Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019. I'm looking at the cards that fell. That card, one of the cards actually just came out in the Aries reading, so some of you could be dealing with the Aries. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth? Okay, that one was determined it was coming out. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus? What does Taurus need to know as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship? Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus? What does Taurus need to know as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship? Wow, and this card actually just came out for Aries too. Oh my goodness. And I promise you all, I shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle again. Some of you clearly could be missing or having dealings with an Aries. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Taurus as it relates to twin flame soulmate relationship for... Oh, and this one fell in my lap. All right. Spirit has spoken. First card out. Pay attention to red flags. These signs are cautioning you, okay? And that was coupled with reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So clearly, Spirit is telling you, pay attention. Somebody is trying to come back. And then that's coupled with soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So it could be somebody from somebody's past that was considered a soulmate is trying to come back. And that's what Spirit is cautioning you now. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to what happened in the past so you don't fall into this trap again. But clearly, somebody's trying to reconcile, and it was somebody that was considered a soulmate. Next card out says make a wish. This is a magical moment, so make a wish and enjoy its manifestations. Okay? And when I'm looking at that, I'm feeling as if with this make a wish that this situation could work out for the betterment, or it could mean that maybe you're going to get to the point that you can agree. You all can become friends. You all can become on one accord. Doesn't mean you're going to be together, but I feel like peace could come from this situation. Now, for some, we could be talking to two different groups. We could be talking to a group that will reconcile with their soulmate and everything's going to be okay. We could be talking to a group with the Spirit of saying, no, remember why you left that person? You know, just try to be cordial with each other. And that maybe with the big wishes that maybe the situation can be peaceful at this point. It says you're on the right path, okay? So you're on the right path where you are, Taurus, but you need to make sure you walk this path. You tread it lightly, okay? It says ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need, okay? And a daughter, this is the same card that came out in that last reading for Aries. The answer to your question involves your daughter. And in wintertime, it says the answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. And that was similar also to Aries because they had like a year from now, everything was going to come together. Compromise. It doesn't get any clearer. This is exactly what I just said. This is the same as reconciliation. Compromise and coming to an understanding. And Spirit saying, yes, that's where I need you to be. That's where I need you to be in this. But let's just go a little further and see. And it could be this codependent person that you were dealing with from your last reading. Could be or you could be dealing with somebody from your past that was codependent, since it's a reconciliation that was considered a soulmate. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages do you have for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationships between 2019? What messages does Taurus need to know for the twin? Oh wow, that's two of them. Okay, any more messages? Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what's going on. You know we're gonna run through these quickly, Taurus. When they fall like this, I'm not gonna stand around and discuss each card for a long period of time. But we're gonna run through them because I believe when they fall, the messages are for you. All right, we'll be right back. Let me put these together. Okay, my Taurus, we have a lot going on here. You have the Magician, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Two of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse, Lovers, Knight of Wands in reverse, and your overarching energy was the World. Now you do have an angel number that's clearly coming forth here for those that study angel numbers, synchronicities. You actually have 111. You have one with the Magician, one with the Ace of Cups, one with the Ace of Pentacles. And also, all signs are represented here, but you have a few that's standing out. You have the Hierophant, which represents Taurus. Could very well be you. Got Lovers, which represents Gemini. You got the Empress again, that represents Taurus. So I want to make sure I brought those forth. But all the signs are represented. And like I said before, this sign is similar to the sign we just did for Aries because the Hierophant actually came out in that reading as well. But the first card out is the Magician. This means that you can manifest anything you want to manifest, okay? This means that you can, focus on what you need to focus on. This is somebody who's creative. This is somebody who can pull down from heaven and bring it down here on earth. If you see, everything is represented here. You got your pentacles, your cups, your swords, your wands. That means all signs. You can pull down what you want and make it manifest, Taurus. But the problem is there's no passion, there's no motivation, okay? And it could very well be with this reconciliation, this could be dealing with something from your past, that you were working very hard to manifest, you were working very hard to try to do what you need to do to bring it from heaven and bring it on earth, but you were being blocked because you didn't have any passion or motivation to do it. And this being coupled with the Ace of Cups because somebody had an emotional loss, okay? There was an emotional loss. There wasn't any motivation. I mean, these two cards kind of mean the same thing. It was no motivation with love. Cups represent, bringing forth like the emotions, okay? And so there was no passion. There was no love there. And this Page of Swords, because somebody was acting kind of immature. Somebody was being manipulative. Somebody had deception that was going forth in their relationship. And that being coupled with the Ace of Pentacles, even though somebody was working hard, even though somebody, this represents newness too. Somebody could have had new opportunities, but that person was being blocked because of all this stuff that was happening in the past. And this could have very well been a Taurus. You're talking about this Hierophant here. This Hierophant could represent, this could have been a marriage too. So the Hierophant represents marriage, or you could have been in a relationship that was at the marital state. So it means you could have children together, you could live together. But clearly somebody, this was a marriage, this was, somebody who was, kind of traditional, kind of, following the rules, so to speak. And, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking in the terms of a relationship, following the rules, doing what you need to do to make things happen. But somebody had to make a decision, okay? So the Two of Wands, this is somebody who was just waiting. Look how he's waiting in the wings. He's just waiting. Because he knows that he has to make a decision, because that was coupled with Ten of Cups in reverse, because there was a broken family. There was clearly a broken family. This was shattered dreams. I mean, this is a Ten of Cups in reverse. Somebody had to make a decision. And this, by these two cards being side by side, this is saying I had to make a decision because my family was broken. I mean, everything just was messed up. Because somebody was selfish. Empress in reverse could represent Taurus as well. Selfish, impulsive, okay? Somebody had turned into this because, listen, I'm going back up here, they didn't have any motivation. They were emotionally just lost, okay? They were tired of working so much and not seeing any results for what they were putting in. Even though this was a love relationship. This was considered a partnership, okay? This was considered a partnership, but that turned into somebody who was angry, who was reckless with it. And what Spirit is saying, this is over. This is completed. This cycle is completed. So whatever relationship this was, this has come to an end, okay? This cycle is done. The lesson has been learned. So what I'm going back up here in Spirit is saying, paying attention to this red flag, because this reconciliation, this person is trying to come back in, and it could have represented a soulmate. But Spirit is saying, even though this person is trying to come back in, it goes with what I was saying before. If all of this has happened in the past, what needs to happen now is that if you reconcile, understand that the lesson should have been learned, or it's another group that I'm speaking to that no reconciliation needs to take place. That's why Spirit is saying pay attention to the red flags, but you need to compromise. There's a compromise that has to come forth, and Spirit is saying yes, and it could involve children, which is his daughter up here. Spirit is saying, I need you to stay on this right path, okay? And I need you to make a wish on what you need, what you want to happen, because the lesson has been learned. This cycle is over, okay? So for one group, you could be moving on in your life, to someone else, but you could kind of have a compromise. And I keep wanting to say peace. Peace could be coming out of this situation from the past, because this was hell on wheels right here. Okay, this was a lot that was going on. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator Universe, what's the final message for the sign of Taurus? What does Taurus need to know as their final message for a twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019. What messages need to go forth? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I can't get going with them and they just flip out. All right. Romance, Cupid arrow strikes, and sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And what I'm getting from this is that, again, I feel like I'm talking to two separate groups here. I feel like that once this situation is resolved with this person that's coming in from the past, that romance is going to hit for you. That's why Spirit is saying, just make a wish, okay? Just make a wish, because you're on the right path, but I need you to settle this situation with this person from this past that could represent your soulmate. And it says, with a sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. This was for the other group that may be coming back together with this person, okay? Okay, this is for this other person that, you know, like this representing a marriage. This could represent, which is the sexual union, okay? This makes saying, you know, honor that place that you were in. Honor that place where you came together, because that's where your true bliss was, with that sexual, you know, that sexual piece that made you, look at here, because you got the Lover's card, okay? But even though that's where it was, I'm going to get one more just for clarification. Even though that's where it was, you need to understand where you are now, because there were lessons that had to be learned. There were lessons that had to be learned. And this lessons have been learned. It's a complete cycle. I need more messages for the sign of Taurus. Let's do this again. Now, I really don't do this, but I'm feeling led to just pull one more from this stack right here. Holy Spirit, divine creator universe, what's the final message for the sign of Taurus as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for June 2019? What's the final message for the sign of Taurus? Whoa, okay. Look at there. Only time will tell. And give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. I just said that, didn't I? I knew it. I knew for some of you, somebody else was going to be coming in. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And that's why Spirit is saying here, ask for what you want and make a wish, because it's coming. But you got to stay on this right path, okay? But only time is going to tell. All right. Okay, my Taurus, this is a very thorough reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but whoever it's for, peace, love, and blessings to you. You're going to get through this situation, but just watch this person who's coming back, because they're truly coming back. But just remember, the lessons have already been learned. You don't want to repeat a cycle that you've already come out of. All right, private readings are available. Information pertaining to that can be found below. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.